Wait.
Yeah, it's all wrong.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No. Yeah.
God, give myself a little buffer. Welcome to the 2 Decades Too Late podcast, gang. I am Brad, hanging out with Josh.
Hello.
This is a podcast in which we rate and review an album that is turning 20 years old, mostly metal for whatever it's worth. Josh and I each give a rating of 1 to 5 to 4 different parameters for an individual maximum point total of 20 and a combined maximum point total of 40. What are we getting into today?
We are going north of the border, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody says that. To to Whitby, Ontario, Canada. So, these are going to be good musicians at the very least.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Everyone from Canada is.
Yeah,
including Justin Bieber. I'm going to throw it out there.
Yeah, it sucks. He's fine. I mean, I don't think he's as good as late night talk shows make him seem, but he's still good.
Yeah. Not as good as this
good.
band, who formed in 1999. So they've been around for 6 years. Yeah, that was unexpected to me.
Agreed.
But they had some EP releases prior to this, but this is their debut studio album, I think we call it that.
Yes, I would say yes.
Debut studio album released
indeed
on Vagrant Records in the US and Underground Operations in Canada. Today's album is Kezia from Protest the Hero.
Hell yeah. Yeah. This album was one of the first albums I think I ever heard that was proggy, and I actually liked it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't call, like, Between the Buried and Me so proggy yet. Alaska was still pretty death metal forward.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love that album, and we will probably talk about it at some point. Yeah. So, this is the first time I ever kind of dipped my toe into this sort of thing, and boy, did I ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hugely a thing.
This album came out August 30th, 2005. So late summer. Midsummer?
Yeah.
Midsummer.
Yeah.
Boy, what a summer. Cool Ranch Doritos had just come out.
Awesome.
I don't think that's factually true. But this album hit number 35 on the Billboard Independent Album charts. So pretty well received critically.
Yeah, super solid.
Yeah. Critically, the reviews are all really solid. 4 out of 5 for all music, both from reviewers and users. 4 out of 5 from Sputnik Music. 4.1 out of 5 from the users.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's an 82. It's an 82 out of 100.
That's even possible. Great.
Yeah. Right?
Great.
Right?
Got to get that 0.1 in there.
You do.
Yeah, that's something. Very well received. And the band members, which is funny, I don't know if I knew how weird their situation is currently as far as band members go.
Oh, yeah?
Like, none of the band really tours anymore except, like, Rhodey and Tim on guitar. And then they still have the other guitar player in the band, but he only writes.
Okay.
He does not tour. And then they have just 3 musicians that only tour and don't actually do anything with the writing process.
That sounds like a pretty good gig.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Like, learn some songs, go on tour every once in a while, and then just peace out and don't have to worry about it until the next time? Yeah.
Don't contribute.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. But on this particular album, we've got Rhodey Walker on vocals, Tim Macmillan on guitar, Mo Carlson on drums, Luke Hoskin on guitar, piano, and backing vocals.
Great.
And then Arif Mirabdabagi on bass and backing vocals. I'm sure I butchered that, and my apologies.
Yeah. It seems close enough, though.
Yeah.
It seems as close as we're going to get.
That's probably true, yeah. Also, we don't always point out additional artists on an album. That's not something we normally get into, but I think pointing out Jadia Kelly on vocals, I feel like that's worth mentioning.
I think so too. We'll talk more
she's got
about
a heavy,
her.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got a role to play. Check her out. I think she does her own thing as well. So
She does. I think she has released several like country albums.
yeah, which cool. It's a really neat thing to do when this is all I know you from. But I don't know how immediately you want to get into the tracks, but they'll be a little different than our normal track-by-track breakdown because this is kind of situated a little differently. This is a concept album.
Don't call it a concept.
Yeah.
Definitely not in 2005.
No, people had a problem with that shit for some reason. But there's no way. This is very much so.
Yeah, this is a capital C concept album.
100%. Broken into 3, what's the word for that? Movements, parts.
Any of those. All those work.
Yeah. And
with an epilogue, I guess.
Yeah, something. I think I'm trying to think of a word that acts. I'm gonna say acts.
Acts. Yeah.
That's what I think I'm probably trying to go for. Broken up into 4 acts. I mean, kind of mostly 3, and then a finale.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I don't know how much you want to get into that, Josh, but we should.
We really should. We should definitely talk about it. So I never realized that it was broken up this way when we listened to this back in 2005. I didn't realize that until we did this exact thing for this exact reason.
Indeed.
But I always knew there was like a through line because you can tell that just from the lyrical content and the music.
For sure.
But so this actually takes place from the perspectives of 3 different people involved in this seeming condemnation, sacrifice, something of this title character, Kezia.
An execution, yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Somebody gonna die.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yep. And it's definitely gonna be a woman, so we'll probably just let that lie. We won't talk about it at all. We're just gonna gloss over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, the first movement's given from the perspective of the prison priest. So
indeed,
our title character is a captive of some sort. The second movement is given from the perspective of the prison guard, and the third is given from the perspective of our inmate, captive, victim, prisoner. Yeah, it's a prison.
Yeah,
they're a prisoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were just throwing synonyms out. I wasn't trying to correct you or anything.
I mean, we could. I got a thesaurus right here.
Sick.
And the fourth and final part is given from the perspective of the band themselves and the role that they play in telling the story, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like there's kind of a few ways to take the epilogue. It's like it could be a last speech or declaration from Kezia, just putting her willingness to die to overthrow the corruption of her society.
Oof.
Wanting to go that route, or it's the perspective of the band. It's weird that they can go. So well, I mean, I guess we'll get to it when we talk about Act 3, but
yeah,
a lot going on there. Good thing a lot's changed in our society, and we aren't doing these exact same things right now, so that's good.
Yeah,
that would be terrible if that's what we were doing.
Right, we are 20 years more evolved.
Indeed, we're definitely not still talking about how maybe religion and politics should have nothing to do with one another, but what are you going to do?
Or how you should treat women.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's good. This is a great way. I love this album, but it's not a great way to start a Sunday morning.
That is true. Yeah.
Not to spoil alert anybody for us recording these on a Sunday.
That's what we do.
Anyway, Yeah, it is what we do. So we've got the first act, track 1, and this, like Josh said, is the perspective of the prison priest, who seems to be torn up about two different things here. He both what word am I trying to think of? Just loathes this woman because it's kind of alluded to that she may or may not be a sex worker, and basically the priest does not like the morality of this human being. However, he also feels bad about a woman being executed because he also is holier than thou. So that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So track 1, we got No Stars Over Bethlehem.
Starts off
track
with
2,
a single piano note, which I never knew was just an error in the pressing of the CD. Like it was supposed to be a whole thing. And nope, you just get ding.
It sounds great though.
It does.
Like it
it's
really
amazing.
It works. If you listen to the remaster, which I do highly recommend that you do, it actually does have the full piano piece, and I do miss it when it's not there. But I will say, I don't know, there's something to the other version that also has its own quality that's really cool too. I honestly, they lucked pretty hard into an awesome note to start an album on. So I mean, it's pretty cool.
Not even a figurative note, a literal note.
An actual note, yeah. And speaking of things I didn't know about at the time, or rather, something I thought I did know at the time.
Misconceptions around this album.
Indeed. We were kind of under the impression, well, I don't want to speak for you on this, but at least I was under the impression that they essentially wrote this in Guitar Pro and then had to, like, learn it because it's so, like, musically proficient.
I was very much under the same impression. Like, I had heard stories, rumors, interviews, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
But the overwhelming consensus was that they wrote an album that they could not yet play and then had to learn how to play it.
Right.
Is that not true?
It's not. Turns out I watched an interview with the now only writing guitar player instead of actually touring guitar player, Luke Hoskin. He said, like, no, I have heard that rumor, but no, we were just really young kids in a basement just chipping away, making our lives a living hell. So, no, they went into the studio knowing how to do all of it, actually probably really well because they just hammered it out like bands do when they start.
Nice.
And so, yeah, a weird thing that I thought I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that apparently is just complete fabrication. So, I don't know what to say about that. But to all of you who listened to this in 2005, I would venture to bet you thought the same because it was a widespread rumor. This was not just within our little group. I mean...
No, it was common knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. So, just a strange thing. I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that.
Strange how the collective ideas of society may not always be facts.
How about that?
Yeah.
Anyway, track 2, if I didn't say so already, Heretics and Killers, and then track 3, Divinity Within. Those are the 3 songs in the Act 1 from the perception of the prison priest. Perspective. Perception? Perspective?
Both.
Does perception work there? Yeah,
I guess so.
I don't know. Doesn't sound right.
Nah.
Anyway. That's a hell of a way to start an album.
Yeah. Jesus. The swelling and the this should never be. Bang.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, all 3 songs are bangers. I mean...
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah. It's quite a thing.
I was just about to say, like, of the 3 parts, like, this is the strongest, but that's not even true.
It's kind of hard. I don't know how you feel about this. I will say that I think the 2 strongest are Acts 1 and Act 3. I don't know if you agree with that.
I would probably agree with that.
Yeah. Even though, well... So we've got Act 2 from the perspective of the prison guard. We've got track 4, Bury the Hatchet. What a good song.
Yes.
Track 5, Nautical, and track 6, Blindfold Decide. Nautical's bringing that section down a bit for me, but the other 2 are incredible. Blindfold Decide is one of the most emotionally driven prog songs I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's so well done.
And the
and
video is really well done too. Makes it even better.
So good.
These dicks
really
are
does.
good at videos too.
Yes, even when it's a song I don't like from like some of their later releases, the video I'll still watch the video.
That's a good call.
Like, because they're just endlessly entertaining. These dudes are hilarious. I do think they know it, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But they are funny. There's no way around it. I don't love that they can be this skillful of musicians and then also be hilarious. But what are you gonna do?
Some people have all the gifts. Yeah.
I know. All right, and we got Act 3, Kezia. We got track 7, She Who Mars the Skin of Gods. Really good track title. Not one of my favorites, but I still think it's a little stronger than Nautical. I don't know if you agree with that, but track 8, excuse me, Turn Soonest to the Sea. My God, I cannot read right now. One of the best songs on the album for me. We'll talk about that probably a little more when we get to our favorites.
As we are wont to do.
We are wont to do. Then ending out part 3, the perspective of Kezia, is track 9, The Divine Suicide of K, which you can probably figure out what that's kind of all about.
Ketamine.
Uh-huh.
Special
or she
K.
dies.
Oh.
Or that.
Yeah.
Special K. Way less of a bummer.
Yeah.
It's Serial. Serial can't bum you out.
Are we doing Serial 2 weeks in a row? I feel like last week we had a Mortal Kombat Serial.
We did.
I meant it as the street name for ketamine, but Special K is also a cereal.
Yeah. Total. Wasn't that one? I have no recollection of whether that made the final cut of the episode or not. So if this makes absolutely no sense to all of you out there, yeah.
Demand the serial cut of System of a Down.
Right. Yeah. All right. Final act, or the epilogue of the album, is track 10, A Plate Full of Our Dead, which is a bummer of a song.
It really is.
The highest level. Great song title and pretty good song as well.
Gang vocals all over this album at all the best spots too.
Yeah, agreed.
Do you want to talk about
how much?
do you want to talk about some highlights of each song?
But yeah, Josh, we can go ahead and get to some highlights. What are you thinking?
I think just kind of hit. So, No Stars Over Bethlehem, title track, first track, not title track, Jesus. First track, lead off.
At least
track.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll talk more generally because, like, I remember this album in 2005. I remember putting it in my car's CD player. And,
Indeed.
It's worth noting that this does fall kind of under, I don't think we really talked about genres, but so Wikipedia lists it as progressive metal, mathcore, skate punk, post-hardcore.
The skate punk one's weird.
It is weird. I don't know how accurate all of those are, but I would also, like, in 2005, I would have probably lumped it under some progressive metal or progressive some kind of tag, mostly because Rhodey's vocals are very high compared to what we were listening to. And, if you weren't ready for it, quite grating. So it took me an entire weekend, like driving from Cincinnati to Dayton and back, of listening to this on repeat. And then by the end of the weekend, I was like, yes, this is the stuff. And also in large part due to the video for Heretics and Killers. Because you just can't beat. So the video is the Flying Monkeys from The Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Who are now homeless because the witch is dead. So they are on the street, begging for change and playing music to try and make a buck. and it's in
Everything
sepia.
he just said is accurate, by the way. So
Yeah.
I just need you to picture it. If you're, I guess, of a certain age and remember what Wizard of Oz is, which is insane to me still. But
Right.
if you do, everything Josh just said is dead on.
Yeah.
That's not made up.
Dead ass, as the kids say. Probably. But
Probably.
yeah, the whole video starts in sepia, like the Wizard of Oz does, and then
Yep.
like the lyrics, "I'm not your son, so why have you forsaken me?"
Mm-hmm.
Right then, it switches to color, and it's one of the coolest things.
It really is. The only downside I will say, if you're watching it now, the resolution is pretty
It's not great.
poor. Yeah, it looked fine at the time, but now it has aged kind of poorly. But I would say the good still outweighs the bad, and I highly recommend that you
It does.
all watch it because it's incredibly entertaining.
If you watch it on a small enough screen, the resolution still is great.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have like one of those old TVs that
Yeah.
weighs 10,000 pounds? Watch it on there.
Do you have the Samsung Juke? The LG chocolate.
Wow. Yeah. Did I have a chocolate?
Yeah,
I think I had
white one.
chocolate.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
It might still be around here somewhere.
that would be fucking insane. Oh man, that would be
Anyway.
nuts. Anyway. Whoa, that's blew my mind a little bit. Sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Divinity Within. He watches his temple fall to pieces. Like, there's a lot of really memorable lyrics in this.
Very much so.
Extremely well written. The music's extremely well written.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of got like double meaning to it if you want to dive deep into
Yeah.
the concept. Or if you just want to accept it at surface level, you can do that too. And it's just a
Yeah.
really good musical album.
Yeah, and that's what they were shooting for. And to the musicianship, I mean, it's absolutely insane. And I will say, they never really let their talent get in the way of like making a good song.
That's true. That's a good point.
They just enhance the song with their talent rather than trying. I mean, they do show off because they should,
Yes.
but it's never like to the detriment of what they're trying to put forth, which I is fucking hard to
Yes,
do.
it is
So
very
well done.
difficult to do. I'm not good at stuff, so that's not the particular problem I have with writing music. But some people do experience that, and you can tell.
Yeah, and they crush it, man. They absolutely crush it. The lyrics are also kind of a bummer for whatever it's worth. If you don't want to be bummed by them, to Josh's
Right.
point, they are excellent, but because of that fact, they can also be pretty
Yeah. Speaking of, we mentioned Jada Kelly at the beginning or earlier. Her portions only add to what's going on with this album
Yes.
overall. So she is presumably the voice of Kezia, the imprisoned, and her bits where she sings is very well chosen and
very impactful.
very
Yeah.
impactful. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
she
bringing
sings
a
at
lot
the
to the
end
table.
of Blindfolds Aside for sure. The prison guard, the end of the prison guard section, and then she sings again in the Divine Suicide of K, the end of Kezia's section.
Right. I Turn Soonest to the Sea is such a good song, but
Yeah.
read the lyrics to that one, everybody. I won't be me all over the place about them. But
Is that the Monument of Dicks and Ribs?
that is the Monument of Dicks and Ribs.
Sick. There you
if
go,
just,
folks.
If you ever want a really cool reminder that we genuinely haven't changed in the way that we treat women, listen to that song
Yeah.
and make
I'll
better
say-
decisions.
I'll say one last thing about just the structure of the album because I was so blown away when I found out it had this like tripartite organization. Each section
Well done.
ends with a little instrumental interlude.
Yeah,
And I
it's just really cool.
never noticed that before. Like I always knew they were in there, but I didn't know that they were placed the way they were.
For sure. And as far as albums go that you and I have both listened to essentially the whole time since the album came out and then until doing this, I don't think I've ever learned more about an album that I thought I already knew everything about.
Yeah.
Quite. It's impressive as shit to just
Quite.
be. Yeah, quite. It's really good for them. I really can't oversell how well done this whole thing is put together because great album overall as far as the writing, everything. We will probably get a little more into that when we start getting into the review. But Josh, did you have anything to add before we do so?
I don't. We should do that presently.
Yes, I've said indeed like 52 times in this episode, and I don't think I used that word.
Indubitably.
So I'm sorry, gang. I don't know what's happening, but review?
Review. Indeed.
Sick. All right, Josh, we are going to review Kezia, the, to your point earlier, first studio album by the band Protest the Hero. What did you think of the artwork?
It's a 5. It's just a 5. So hard. It's a 5. I think they're, what are they, mums? Something? They're flowers, for sure.
For sure.
There's some white ones in the background. There's one that's in not a bold red color, but a red color nonetheless. And it's kind of breaking its little compositional box. The white flowers stay in the box. The red flower comes out of the box. And the placement of the band's name, the name of the album, the text, it's all just perfect. And then the flower actually bleeds over the band a little bit too.
Yeah.
That flower is coming to get you.
It is.
But also still kind of looks like it's dying, which bums me out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, what's the line from the lyrics where essentially I'd rather kill your flower than spread its seed or something like that?
I'd rather kill a stupid flower.
Yeah, that's it. That's
than
it.
Spread its seed around until a garden without purpose-laden morals can be found.
Again, they're really good, and sometimes that sucks.
Yeah. So yeah, that's me. What do you think?
I mean, it's such a 5. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, I like that the album title's slightly offset, but is exactly where it should be.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real estate that needs that there. I do like that there's really not a logo per se. It's just a chosen font used throughout the band and album title. It's I like that. I think sometimes in metal we get really bogged down with a band having to have their specific logo all the time.
Sure.
So I like it when people don't. The whole perspective thing of the flower popping, to your point, is also really cool. And the color palette's impeccable. Yeah, it's a 5. It's a 5 for sure.
I think this was done by Garnet Armstrong, which is a hell of a name.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not fucking with that guy.
Art direction and design. So this is going to get weird. What did you...
Sure.
Weirder than that sentence. What did you think about the production at the time? Then versus now.
Okay. I'm going to do something I kind of didn't want to do, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
We recorded this episode already once.
We did.
And it did not work out due to technical difficulties, Paul.
Technical difficulties.
I am not landing on the same score on the production this time around that I did at the time. And I don't know how to feel about it. And I'm probably easily talked out of it as well. But what I will say is the production is fine. There are really good things about the production. Really good things.
There are.
Drum is incredible. If you put that kick drum on an album right now, we're all good. Snare's a bit unwieldy and kind of needs wrangled in. The toms can't really decide if they're going to be loud or if they're going to be quiet, which is weird. I don't like the guitar tone very much. It's fine. I think the bass is really doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. The bass tone is incredible.
Yeah, Arif's a monster.
Yeah, guy's so good. And I do think the production on the vocals is really well done because I'm surprised someone knew what to do with that in 2005.
Well, so the producer on this album was Julius Juice Buddy, who recorded most of Canada.
Right, yeah, no shit. That's actually very true.
He recorded Alexis on Fire's Watch Out.
Yep.
And
which
he recorded.
We reviewed last year?
We did. Yep. He recorded City in Color. So 2 instances of Dallas Green. So the guy knew what to do with some vocals.
Yeah, for sure. And it's on display here.
What's the number? What do you got?
I'm gonna. This makes me feel gross. See, that's funny. The first time I was so like, fuck it.
Yep.
I'm doing the thing. But it's a honestly, it's a 3.
Okay.
Like, I think if I were being super objective, I don't know if I can talk myself all the way up to a 5 this time around, but I will bump it up to a 4 because giving it anything on this thing a 3 makes me feel disgusting for some reason.
Okay.
So I will not drop it to a 3, though I'm not going to lie and say that it probably deserves it.
Yeah.
But what about you?
I also gave it a 4 for a lot of the same reasons. So, like, it's not a 5. It just isn't.
Yeah,
it
it's not.
may have been in the conversation then for a 5 just because of the complexity.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
how well you can do with it.
But the then is very strong.
Yes.
Very strong.
But there is a remastered version, re-release version of this, which I still don't think gets it quite right, to be honest. Like, it still isn't a 5. So between the two, like, it's got to live at best at a 4 for now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a 4.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'm going to say a generous 4 all around.
I'd land it solidly as a 4.
All right, fair enough.
It is not middling production.
I guess when you put it like that, that's a very fair point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, now this one, I assume will differ slightly, but what about impact at the time?
Yeah, that's going to be a 5 for me, Ken.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. The impact of this album at the time, like, really can't be overstated. Like I said, it was in the CD player that weekend, and then for many, many, many following weekends after that.
For sure.
If you played bass, you wanted to play like Arif. If you played drums, you wanted to play better than this drummer and do cool things. He did do some cool stuff, but not my favorite drummer.
He was just such a non-traditional metal. He's the skate punk part, I feel like.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's not like a prog metal drummer, really. He's just a skate punk dude doing his best, which, I can respect it, but you're definitely right.
Yeah. But yeah, like, it made you, hearing this album made you want to up your game, just pure and simple, if you were in the music writing space. So it's a 5 all the way.
Yeah, same. Exactly the same. As a guitar player and wannabe vocalist, that taught me that, like, register really mattered, because you can't do that shit, buddy. That's that was a pretty harsh lesson to learn from someone trying to do better and going, I can't do that, though. And same with guitar. Like, well, I am mediocre for sure.
But I can get better.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, it's a 5 for me too. I'd probably listen to this for 6 months straight, more or less, with very little deviation. That was and then it opened up that whole pocket of
Yeah.
music. Honestly, I don't think I would have ever gotten into a lot of the stuff I like now if this thing didn't hit me when it did.
Probably right.
Thank you, Kezia, for that as well. All right, we're in 2025. It's been 20 years.
Oh, you know what?
How much did you enjoy?
We talked about this last time. I think I need to note it again because we did kind of fuck up on the date. This did not come out in the US until June of 2006.
Yes. We are basing the impact on us at the time we got it,
Yes.
which is a strange situation for us. But we don't really care. So.
No. This album came out in August 30th, 2005. So
You're damn right.
Yep.
And when we could get our hands on it, it had an impact. So.
Yes, it did.
Yes. Good call out. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has been 20 years, though. How much did you enjoy listening to Kezia by Protest the Hero today?
It's a 5. It's always a 5. I mean, as much as the lyrical content bums me out, like there's no point I don't want to listen to this album. Like I put it on, and I was like, I'm just going to skip through the songs, just a quick refresher before we do this episode. And like, I couldn't bring myself to click next to like, just get through the songs. I'm
right.
Like, fuck it. We're doing this in 4 minutes. I've got time to listen to the whole album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Yep. And I'm just glad I started it early enough. Yeah.
At this point, it's like, oh, first 10 seconds. Yep, that's the whole song. Like, I can fill in the gaps from there.
Right. Yeah. No notes. It's a 5. It's just a great piece of music. Just wall to wall.
All right.
Well done, guys. So we've got kind of it's a sad 19. You know what I mean? It's a sad
begrudging 19.
It is a begrudging 19 from both of us for a total of 38. Well done. It's a 40.
I think you misadded. You gave it a 19 and I gave it a 19, which clearly makes this a 40.
Makes it a 40.
So
It's a 40 though, gang. I mean, really, listen to it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of strong opinions on everyone trying out a piece of music every time we do this, but I really hope you try this if you haven't heard it before.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Which you could not have because they had some of their later albums. Volition comes to mind.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yep. If you just got to them then, like I wouldn't begrudge you for not going backward or forward. That's kind of a singular album. Maybe you heard Fortress, which is also pretty good.
Very good album. Totally different.
Yep.
Than either of the other two you just mentioned. And then the in-between's weird. Post-Volition's weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you miss this band entirely, I don't know how weird it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they were kind of big at times, but
yeah,
how big, I don't know. I mean, I think around Fortress is where they peaked, but yeah, it's just really strange. Even them as a band said they were never going to, when they got to the 10-year anniversary, they played it in its entirety, and which is kind of cool because a lot of bands weren't doing that back then. I mean, everyone's doing it now, but they even mentioned like, yeah, we might as well do it for the 10 because there's no chance we're going to be around in 20. Because even they were like, come on, we're this high-pitched singing prog kind of metalcore kind of not band. We're not going to be around. So I'm glad that they are, though. But if you missed them, I don't know if it's that weird.
Yeah.
All right.
Fortress did crack the top 100 in the Billboard 200 and the top 10 of the Billboard Independent Album Chart.
Hell yeah.
So Fortress
not
was
surprising.
Critically received well, or at least, had some heft behind it from a popularity. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. Blood Meat was a pretty big song.
It was
pretty huge. Okay, so at this point, we will pick our favorite songs from the album to add to our TDTL favorite songs playlist on Spotify. This is the 05 playlist. We have an 04 playlist as well. What is your favorite song on the album, Josh?
My favorite song is Blindfolds Aside. It's a fantastic song. It features JD Kelly. The music video is fantastic. It's kind of just the whole package for me. Not even the longest song on the album, not the shortest by any stretch, but I mean,
how can you argue?
you can't.
I mean, no. Sick. All right. We will be adding that to the playlist. And, awesome. I will be adding Turn Soonest to the Sea. A little long. Sorry about that, gang. 6 minutes, 21 seconds. But it's just, it's incredible. Yeah, you don't feel 6 minutes and 21 seconds.
No.
I'm sorry for the lyrical content, or you're welcome if, this sort of thing speaks to you like it does me, but it's a bit of a bummer, so buckle up for that. But I think the song is incredible. So that's how I will be going there.
Sick.
All right. Yeah, we'll get those added. Check us out on Instagram if you'd like to. We're under TDTL_podcast. You can come tell us that you can't get through half of our opinions.
Or tell us that on Spotify. Tell us that anywhere, honestly, if that's how you feel.
Anywhere you want. Yep, absolutely. We welcome it.
Yeah. Only positive feedback, please.
Uh-huh. Good luck with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess with that, he's been Brad, I've been Josh, and we've been 2 decades too late.